Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and today we are going to take a look at this. Because, first of all, what you see here is a massive mess, because this was delivered by Amazon, and they absolutely messed everything up. I tried to pull this label off so we could actually take a look at the images and everything on it, but because Amazon decided to literally just ship it like this, all they did was throw a label on it and sent it out. They didn't include any kind of Amazon box or anything like that. So as you can see, this is what we are left with, and thankfully I wasn't planning on like collecting the box or anything like that, because Amazon would have absolutely ruined that for me. But you can see this is a Jurassic World Dinosaur Dig STEM experiment kit, which you can see up there at the top, and it features a well, I guess you're not going to really see much of anything on this side. So basically, if we look over here, you can see there's like a little block in here where we dig up dinosaurs, and contained within the block, you'll also learn apparently science facts according to this. But inside the block, what you can see here is that there would be a Triceratops skeleton, a Giganotosaurus model, and a Velociraptor claw. Obviously, a Jurassic Park type Velociraptor claw. So, you know, I've been kind of looking at this one for a little while on Amazon. I've been pretty intrigued by it. Not necessarily because I'm really dying to have the Triceratops skeleton or the Raptor claw, but because of that Giganotosaurus figure right there. It actually looks kind of cool, and, the colors and everything on it look pretty decent. You can see it again down here. We would have a better visual of it here on the front, but, unfortunately, can't see it because of that Amazon attack that we have there on the front of the box. But I'm very interested to see how good that Giganotosaurus model actually looks in person. So I figured what better way to find out than to make a video about it and show you guys, and then maybe you can decide if this is something you want to grab. So once we open the box, we'll go ahead and pull everything out that's contained within, which we've got some utensils and instructions and stuff. Oh, there's nothing else there. Let's open the underside here. Pull this out and see if we've got everything. Then, yes, I think that's everything contained within the box. So obviously this is our block, and once you open it, you can see the block actually looks pretty cool and does have the Jurassic logo right there, that T-Rex silhouette, which is actually really quite neat. Also, again, we have... oh, we just lost something. We've got like a little string that I think you're supposed to put around the raptor claw, so you can maybe make like a raptor claw necklace. You've got the tools that we would need to dig everything out, apparently. And then we have the Dinosaur Dig Manual, which you can see basically shows us what we're going to need to excavate our dinosaur stuff. And then you can open everything up. And inside it does actually teach you a bit about dinosaurs. Obviously, we've got some info about the Giganotosaurus, the Triceratops, and maybe, yep, definitely about the Velociraptor down there as well. So something fun to read, I guess. And then over here you actually have the instructions as far as how to assemble the Triceratops skeleton once you actually excavate it out. And then here on the back, again, just some more information basically about what you need to do to get everything out of the packaging and, of course, release your dinosaurs. So I guess what we're going to need to do is get something that I can put down here, so I'm not going to completely annihilate my review station. It's already collecting enough dust down here in the basement, and then we'll get to work on uncovering our dinosaurs. So as it seems very obvious to me that this is a very time-consuming process, so if it's, something that you've got lots of time for, okay, absolutely have a great time. But I'm not going to lie to you guys, I am extremely impatient. I don't know why, I've always been that way, just can't wait for anything. So as you can see, this was taking a very long time, so I went ahead and took some more primitive methods, and I went outside and just kind of broke it all up, basically with my hands, to get to the goodies inside. And I don't think you guys really care to see all that, so we're just going to jump forward to when I have everything out. So here's what you are left with once you actually get everything out. I'm going to go ahead, clean everything off, and then we'll come back and check it all out then. So there we go. Here is what we are left with now that we actually have assembled everything and we've actually pulled it out of that block and, excavated our finds here. And as you can see, it's pretty fun. I will give them that. The Giganotosaurus isn't quite as nice as I was hoping, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, I didn't really have enormous expectations because I wouldn't expect an amazingly highly detailed version of the Dominion Giganotosaurus to be in something like this. But the version that did come with it is kind of fun, I guess, for what it is. But we'll go ahead and grab each one here and just take a quick closer look at them to show you what basically is included. So you have the Velociraptor claw. As you can see, it does have the universal and ambling copyright right there. You can see that the raptor claw, though, itself is actually quite nicely sculpted, painted with kind of like a dark brownish sort of a tone. You might still see some kind of alternate color in there because I might still have some of the remnants of the block and the dust that comes with it inside here, inside some of the cracks and crevices of the claw. But the claw does have a very nice, genuine, sharp look to it without actually being sharp, and really has some nice texturing, so it has a very lifelike appearance to it, and very fossil-like appearance. And then you can also see again that you've got like this strap here, basically you can use as a necklace to wear it or display it or something along those lines. Then of course we do have a Triceratops skeleton, and as you can see it does kind of have the ability to articulate a little bit, basically in the neck. The jaw looks like it should articulate, and as you can see it kind of does, but every time I move it too far it basically pops right out of the joint, so I don't really recommend doing that too much. But as you can see again, the neck articulates fairly decently. If it wasn't on the stand that I have here, the legs as well move forward and back, and that's really about it as far as the articulation aspect goes. But it does look pretty cool again displayed on the stand. I would say it has more of like that vintage Triceratops look, because as you can see the legs are kind of like extended out in a very reptilian way away from the body. And let's move our Giga here. And the tail's very low to the ground, which again is pretty much how you would see Triceratops portrayed when it comes to most vintage interpretations. So I do kind of like it based on that aspect, because I am a massive fan of old school dinosaurs. But when it comes to a Jurassic Park version or a Jurassic World version of a Triceratops, probably not the best that you are going to find. But when you get nice and close, you can see that the actual detailing of the model is actually pretty nicely done. You can see even up here in the frill, again, all sorts of cracks and crevices and everything found up there. So again, it is nicely sculpted for what it is, and I do like the display factor of it with the base that they give you, a nice kind of earthy area there for the base for the Triceratops. And like I said, the vintage look and feel of the skeleton is really fun to me, but maybe not something that everyone will enjoy. But regardless, it is still pretty cool. And then of course we do have the Giganotosaurus minifigure, which is what I was most excited about. And as you can see, the head does look a little bit goofy. Obviously, it doesn't look picture perfect to the Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus, but it doesn't look terrible. The eyes, though, are painted really quite large, which is definitely a little ugly as far as the figure goes. But what I do like as far as this figure is the fact that there is so much paintwork, because as you can see, we've got the green, but we also have this kind of dark bluish gray, and it models through the entire course of the figure from head to tail. There is a really impressive amount of color added to it. You don't have painted nails or anything like that, but just, you know, in general, like, that's one of the things I was wondering when I saw it on the box. I'm like, man, there's actually a good bit of color added to that Giga, and I'm really curious to see how that will actually look on the figure itself. You can see again the eye is really quite sloppy and overly large as far as the paintwork goes over here. But again, I was wondering how the actual paint on the Mini itself would look, and I will say it does look a good bit better than I was expecting it to. So even though it's definitely not the best, it's not the most highly detailed, when you get nice and close you can see for the most part a lot of the texturing and everything is kind of smoothed out, so it's a little washed out when it comes to the detail. But for a minifigure, it's not that bad. You can even see small details like the ribs and everything. It's just still kind of, as you can see, like especially in the thigh, you can see how it's kind of smoothed over. But for the most part, it kind of captures the likeness of a Dominion-style Giganotosaurus in minifigure form, again, with some fairly impressive paintwork as far as the patterning and everything goes. So, overall, it's actually a pretty cool set, and I was able to get this, I think it was on sale for like $15 or something like that recently. Maybe on Prime Day, I forget. There was like a Prime sale that occurred a few days back, and maybe a week or two back now. but I was able to get it for a pretty decent price. I don't know what the regular price is. I think it's somewhere around $20-$30, I think, possibly. So again, I wouldn't say that it's not really worth picking up, because it really is. It's, you know, something that's fun. If you have like a kid and they want something fun to do, that excavating process will take them quite a while. Will definitely keep them busy. And then when you're done, you've got some pretty fun stuff left over. So if you are interested, I will include a link in the description to where you can purchase this on Amazon, where I grabbed mine. So make sure you do that. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.